Howdy.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing tonight?
Doing all right. Ready for another Thursday night Commands and Colors Ancients. I've got the Battle Cat here. Yeah, she's watching, and looks like we're stepping away from the battles of the successors to a different war.
You would think so. Um,
I would.
I am in the room with the wrong Patrick. This isn't you, is it?
Yes, Heraclea.
Yeah.
That's me.
Oh. Well, this is not our battle.
No.
This is not. No, this isn't what we're fighting tonight.
Okay. Really?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Because we did Ipsus last week,
Yeah.
and this is 116, Heraclea.
Did I skip ahead?
Did you go to Esculum?
Okay. Okay. To be fair,
Hey, not a problem. You're prepared for that. We will just record that one ahead, and that's not a problem. We'll just that's an easy fix. So
all right.
so let me.
To be fair, on commandandcolors.net, it is out of order.
Oh, okay.
But it's really not. It's really not. And I'll tell you why
Okay.
in tonight's historical background.
Okay. Let me.
So tonight we're not going to play the Battle of Heraclea in 280 BC. We are actually going to 306 BC. About 123 Indus,
Oh.
which I think is the last one in the series.
Oh,
here,
I see.
maybe?
Okay.
Not quite.
Okay. Let me fire that one up. That is easy fix. Wow. Oh wow, they really are out of order. Okay.
Yeah, I did not even look at that. I mean, and you'll see why when
Yeah,
I
'cause
explain
it's
what
the
happened.
Indians and the-
Why it feels like this would have been the next battle.
Well, this is where Seleucus was before he came over to join, which is funny because he was fighting
Right.
Chandragupta in the Indians. So
Exactly, because you know we all have stories that we love with characters and situations that mean a lot to us. You know, for instance, movies that have like a powerful, enigmatic villain, and you know, after the movie series is complete, we think to ourselves, "I'd really like to know more about that character. I wonder what he was like as a young boy. Did he like to tinker? Did he like to race? I think he
Are
did.
you-
Let's find out about
are you
those."
talking about like Willy Wonka?
Or maybe a beloved franchise, you know, of a young student going away to a boarding school, and suddenly he's thrust into some geopolitical madness with ancient evils threatening to, you know, take over the entire world. And you think, wow, this is a very compelling world. I'd like to know more about it. And the burning question I have is, who wrote his textbook? These sorts of questions are always answered by the prequel. And tonight, we are going to answer a burning question about last week's battle. The Battle of Four Kings, which saw the end of the wars of the successors. And as you might recall from last week's War Council, if we were playing that battle physically with our game board and our wooden blocks, we would have had to have gone back to our original set to get just a few more elephants because there were so many elephants in that battle. So the question, no doubt, burning in the mind of all our viewers is, where did all those elephants come from?
Where indeed did those elephants come from?
So let's paint a picture, and let's go back to Alexander. One of the phrases that's attributed to Alexander, and I'm probably misquoting this, but Alexander saw that there were wept because he saw that there were no longer any lands to conquer. That's not entirely true. Obviously, we knew at the time of his death he had ambitions for North Africa and the Arabian Peninsula. He also had ambitions to conquer more of India. When Alexander made his foray into India, he was stopped not by his own ambitions, but by his army. His armies basically mutinied because they had heard of a vast Indian empire that awaited them, and they did not want to have to fight it. So within the Nanda dynasty, I believe, that controlled most of India at the time. So they only got as far as the Indus Valley, and certainly made some forays into India and caused about quite a bit of havoc. But then Alexander turned back and made his way back towards the west. In that time, Alexander's forays into India started to destabilize a little bit of what was happening there, and this saw the rise of, as you said, Chandragupta Maurya. He eventually overtook the Nanda dynasty and began his own empire. And he started expanding, much like Alexander, his forces, but he wanted to go west. And the first place he got to were the regions controlled by Alexander's most western satraps. At this point in time, after Alexander's death, as we know, Seleucus was in control of this vast swath of territory from Babylon all the way to the Indus Valley. Geographically, the largest area in Alexander's former empire, but Seleucus was so stretched out, he really paid little mind to what was going on in the east. Chandragupta began harassing and attacking his satraps in the east, so eventually Seleucus himself had to march east and take care of things. And here's where records get a little sketchy. These wars really aren't documented. No one really knows for sure what happened or what major battles occurred. We only know the outcome of these battles. In fact, in the game itself, Richard Borg even writes a little note for this scenario that we're about to play tonight, saying that little is known about Seleucus's Indian campaign, for there is no factual historical record of these campaign battles, although one or more was likely fought on the Indus. Therefore, we present it as only a plausible encounter between two eastern powers. So that's what we're fighting tonight. The result of this battle is that it creates a treaty between the burgeoning Mauryan Empire and the Seleucid Empire, which is that vast swath of land controlled by Seleucus and his heirs. And this will establish their eastern boundary. Those eastern satrapies that Seleucus controlled will be turned over to Chandragupta. Seleucus also gave Chandragupta his daughter's hand in marriage to formalize the alliance, and as a result, Chandragupta gifted to him 500 war elephants. And those war elephants were the things that tipped the scales in the balance of the allies against Antiochus in last week's battle. And now, as Paul Harvey used to say, now you know the rest of the story. And that is where the elephants come.
And now, page 2.
So yeah, that's what I was doing, was looking up a battle apparently we weren't supposed to fight for another 3 weeks. Oh no,
gosh, yeah,
the end of the book.
That's all right.
So...
No, that works out perfectly well. Let's talk about since you did the historical narrative, thank you very much for that background. Let's talk about the war council for the Battle of Indus at 306 BC.
Throwing in the deep end here, so you haven't had a chance to see what's going on.
Not a problem. We have the Seleucids versus the Indians, and I will be starting with Seleucus of Syria for the first round. I will get 5 command cards. Peter will be playing Chandragupta Maurya II with his 5 command cards, and he will get to move first. So once again, the bottom edge of the map gets to play first. This was a 6-banner contest this evening. The stream is fordable. That's pretty straightforward. Just remember that units moving into it will stop, and then they'll have a limitation on what they can fire into and out of. And the 3 Indian armed bow units there, the auxilia down there, they are just auxilia basically, but they have bows, so they will get a 3 hex range as per a light unit with bow weaponry. That is very easy, so not a whole lot. We've just got a bit of terrain tonight. Let's review the terrain rules, just since it's been a bit of time since we had terrain.
At least trees.
Yes.
We've had rivers and hills. But...
So we do have forest tonight. All units will stop as soon as they enter a forest, and they may not move again that turn. But they cannot battle the turn that they enter, except for light infantry, light bow, light slingers, auxilia. So basically, your light units have the capability to battle as soon as they enter the woods, and warriors. I don't believe we have any warriors this evening. Units battle into and out of forest hexes with a maximum of 2 dice. Of course, that can be improved by cards or leaders, or not leaders, but if, for example, you had a special unit that gave extra dice, like Alexander, that would be a factor. Ranged attacks on a forest hex are limited to 1 die, so shooting into the forest hex with ranged combat will reduce it to a maximum of 1 die. And of course, they block a line of sight. Hills, as we remember, do not interrupt movement. You can move right across the hills. Units battling uphill will battle with a maximum of 2 dice. Units battling downhill or from hill to hill, foot units will get 3 dice, and mounted units will get a maximum of 2 dice. And of course, as you would expect, hills do block line of sights for intervening hexes. If they're both on adjacent linked hill hexes, then that does not block line of sight. You can see right across the top of the hill to your enemy. And yes, as we mentioned, the stream is fordable. You will just stop once you enter the stream, and units will battle into or out of that river hex with a maximum of 2 dice. Again, could be improved by card play. And ranged attacks out of the river, because of those wet bowstrings that we talked about, will be limited to 1 die, and they do not block line of sight. That is all of our terrain rules for this evening. Why don't we look at our forces? Why don't you go over the order of battle here?
The Seleucids look like they're going to have some light forces, light bowmen in the back ranks, a couple of light infantries over there on the hill. The core is made up of 3 heavy units. And then on their far right flank, on the left side of the board, they have 1 war elephant block, as well as a medium cavalry block with an unnamed commander, and a light cavalry block. Facing them are the Indian forces of Chandragupta. He's got his unique bow-armed auxilia on the other side of the river. His main force comprises of some light cavalry, light infantry, 1 light bow unit, 2 heavy chariots, 1 heavy infantry that he's in command of, and 1 war elephant block. And then they are backed up by 2 medium cavalry units. So a nice mix of units. I was just thinking this week, I miss warriors. I enjoyed playing the warrior units in our first round of battles with Roman Carthage. I can't wait to play with warriors again.
Yes, I'm sure we will see those slavering wild men once again here in the not too distant future.
All right, so I'm going first. I guess I'm going to draw up my hand first. So I'm drawing up to 5 cards.
I shall now get my 5 cards. And you get the honor of first movement. And good luck.
Indeed. I'll activate the 3 units on the left. Bow-armed auxilia. And I will move them up 2.
Well, that seems like a good time for me to activate my light troops. And we can activate them up to 5. So those there and those. All 5 of those, I think. These guys will go to there. These auxilia will move there. These lights will move up to there. And these light bows will move to there. Alright, I think I've got 1 shot at least. Shoot with the light bows here in the woods, shooting. Alright, so we will shoot. We'll start a little artillery duel with bow to bow and shoot 1 die at yours into the water, scoring a retreat.
That is unfortunate.
And that is the maximum of my shots. So I will draw back up, and it is to you.
That was unfortunate. Alright, so one bow-armed auxilia will fire one shot into the forest, attempt to whittle down those Seleucids, and hits a tree.
Thunk.
I'll follow up, and hits a bush.
Thwip.
Alright.
Alright, let's do another light troops here. We'll order those 5. These guys, they're
So in my face.
yes. Alright. The light bows on my right flank will just fire at yours. So we'll start with them. They'll get 2 dice at your light bow. And get a hit.
Okay.
The light bow on the hill here, get 1 die at your light cavalry. And there's a nothing there. Light infantry here will get 2 against you, but you have an option to evade.
I'll stick with it.
So 2 dice. And nothing.
2 dice coming back. Nothing.
Okay.
I'll order 2 units on my right flank, activating these 2. Targeting your auxilia with my war elephant. So this will be 3 dice with exploding swords. I don't think you have an option to evade, right? Or can you evade versus
Nope.
Nope. Auxilia just sucks
They've
it up.
seen too much battle to run away. Oof.
So 1 hit and 2 retreats. So let's explode that sword for just nothing. So 1 hit, and then you are retreating 2 hexes.
Right. Would you like to press the battle?
I think I would. So the elephant is going to... Yeah, I'm going to ranger your bows regardless. So I'm going to advance and attack. This time with 2 dice.
That's very nice. Did have the option to evade, but I did not say anything, so we'll let that go.
And it mattered.
That's okay. All right. I was in the clouds.
The only thing you're going to miss out on is your counterattack, which,
yes.
you know.
So 2 dice back. And because there are no streaks on Vassal, it gets exactly the same.
Okay. And then my light, that move, they will throw a javelin at your auxilia with 1 die. And there's the red squares. There we go.
Let's try this now. I am Spartacus. Alright, so here's 5 dice. And we get 3.
So you're going to activate up to 4 units.
So it will be...
So one of them will be your medium cavalry all up there in the far corner with your unnamed general.
So we will...
Let's call him Annie.
We'll activate those 4. Yes. No, first we do our movement. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll unloose volleys upon the elephant. Here's 2 dice from the hill. It is rampage time.
And I will point out that you are playing a Spartacus card.
Oh, right. So I get 1 extra die. Thank you. Yes. You're an honorable opponent. So 1 more die. Okay, so 2 retreats basically. I will do your lights there adjacent to him first. Only green circles matter. Okay, nothing there.
And then for your lights,
Okay,
nothing.
all right.
Elephant retreats 2 exits with 2 flags. Right?
That is correct. All right, this one now will go against your lights. 2 dice. Get 1 hit.
Again?
Ah, yes.
Point out.
Yes, thank you. It's because I've got the top of the card covered by my hand there, so I can't see the +1. So yes, well, +1. There we go. I'll get it right on the 3rd try.
So, yeah, like cross swords and lights, I take 1 wound.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
And now your auxiliary.
The Auxilia will get 3 dice. Same target.
But they moved.
They did.
Right?
They did not move. They were already.
They did not
They
move?
did not move. Only the medium cavalry moved. He was there because
Okay.
he kicked him back there with the retreat.
Gotcha. All
So
right.
3 dice. All right. So a hit and a retreat, which will be blocked partially.
Take the hit. Or taking a hit there, too. Boo.
Boo. All right. That is all. First, I'm going to reshuffle the deck, and I will draw my card and end the turn. Thank you for the reminders. I have to say that closing that avenue of the elephant's procession is probably the most important part of that flank.
Yes, you have thrown a spanner into my plans here. And I'm going to activate 3 units in the center, being those 3. My heavy infantry will move up there. Chariot will go 2, 1, 2.
A perfect time for a double time card.
Oh, Lord.
I'd just say it would be a perfect time for. But otherwise, I will play the medium troop, which is just the medium cavalry over here. All off my game tonight.
You are, because we're playing the wrong game.
No, playing the wrong game. That's the great thing about editing. They'll never know.
You should leave it at.
Okay, so medium cavalry goes to...
Because John will see this and wonder why we skip 8 battles.
That's true. That is true. Okay, so the medium cavalry with the unnamed anonymous leader here will target your bow-armed auxilia with 3 dice plus leader bonus. Getting 2 hits and a retreat. And they will press the attack. I think they're going to go after this one now. And get the 3 again plus leader bonus. Just 1 hit.
Okay, I'll retaliate with 3 dice and get 2 hits.
Okay. Hit. And
Then fear check.
he's okay.
He is fine.
Right. That is all.
I think I will play the card I no doubt got because you reshuffle them back into the deck and order some light troops into the fray. So we'll order those units to the fight. First, over here, they'll move up 1, and they'll move 2. And over here, and 1. All right. So on my right flank, my light infantry will engage your light infantry with 2 dice.
Okay, we'll evade.
Okay. Green circles only, but that's all that was ever going to count anyway. So here we go. And there's a green circle.
Okay. Hit.
So over here, we've got guys on foot against guys on horses. We'll start with the guys in the river. attacking your medium cavalry.
Okay. They will evade.
Okay. I am limited to 2 dice while battling out of the river.
Right.
So those 2 dice yield
Oh, nicely done.
a pair of triangle. Our first blood.
Yep. Hit. Check that leader. He's okay.
And he's hot.
So he will become master of bows. Actually, you know what? Take him even farther. He'll become king of Auxilia.
Okay. Well, with that in mind, these guys will attack your bowmen in the forest. I don't think there's going to be a change there, right? I'm still just going to get to roll 1 die. Yep. Oh, that's range combat, so 2 dice max.
So, the first attack came from where? Wasn't it from the water?
Right.
Okay.
Why aren't they? Okay. Yeah, these dudes.
So yeah, now fighting into it is 2 dice, right? Because you're not doing range combat.
And it's 2 dice coming out too.
Yes.
So it's just like a river. So 2 dice Auxilia against your light bow.
Go.
Do you wish to evade?
Nope, go for it.
All right. 2 red squares.
2 dice back with leader bonus, and we get a retreat. That was good. I like that. I'm going to darken the sky now.
Lord. At least my elephant is out of the way.
Yes. All right. So 1, 2, 3. He has no shot. He has no shot. So just those guys. Yep. All right. So we'll start down here from the hilltop. 2 volleys. First volley gets a hit. Second volley, hit and retreat. Okay. This guy now has no target, but he does. So we'll target your cavalry. First volley, hit. Second volley, nothing. Okay, that flank is done. And then he will go after your bow armed there. First volley, nothing. And second volley, and nothing. All right.
Well, a retreat that I'm
right. Yes. QED, nothing. All right, that is all.
But an ordered mounted card. Now that's a good time to play this card. I have a lot of mounted options to choose from. So I'm going to choose to activate those 5 units. I'm activating 5 units. You know what they are. Alright. So I'm going to send the heavy chariots crashing into your heavy infantry. Medium cavalry will sally forth. My elephant will wander away.
Is it wrong that I hear the baby elephant walk in my head?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. Alright, heavy chariot crashing into Seleucus and his heavy infantry. He's going to roll 4 dice in close combat.
He is indeed.
Alright.
Go for it.
1 hit.
What? 1 hit.
And here's a leader check for Seleucus. He's good.
He will return 5 dice plus leader. You get to ignore 1 sword. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And we will overturn those chariots.
Ooh. All right. Yaka on his heavy chariot will attack your medium or your middle heavy units with 4 dice. Ooh, goodness. driving them from the field.
Indeed, yes. 1, 2, and they can ignore one of them, so just the 2.
I think I will press my luck.
Okay.
And go after your leader again. 4 dice. So close.
Hit. Alright, check him again. Alright, so
Same thing I rolled before, I believe.
returning with Blood Fury, 5 dice. Seleucus's bonus. And take them out. And does Chanakya fall? He does.
Costly. Very costly. Foolish. If you're watching this and you're shaking your head going, why do that? Don't blame you. I'm thinking the same thing.
The only head scratcher I had was why you attacked the center rather than the wing.
I was hoping, to get some good hits on those heavy units and take them down, so you don't roll 5 dice against my medium cavalry.
Yep.
That was my hardest hitting unit besides the elephant.
Yep.
So.
All right.
Just banking out some better rolls. Didn't get them.
I'll activate 3 units on the right. Beat those 3. Okay. The light bow will attack your auxilia first with 2 dice.
Okay.
Getting nothing. And then the light cavalry will attempt to follow up with 2 dice.
Okay.
And get nothing as well, or a retreat which you can ignore.
I'm going to ignore, and I will return with 3 dice. Yes, they drop their bows, dig in with their pikes, and get a hit.
Okay. And that is all.
Four units on the right. So 1, 2. All right. Prepare to scratch your heads again, folks.
But you're saying there's a chance.
That's what I'm saying. That is
Of course, I've just committed the ultimate hubris by making a jape out of it, because watch what you're going to do right here.
All right, so 2 dice against your heavies.
Son of a... Yeah. And the meek shall inherit the earth. Alright. He falls back to there. You may press the attack.
Advance. Move 1. Attack your auxilia. 2 dice. Nothing.
Okay. 3 dice back. And a hit and a big old retreat.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. Light bow. Hilltop to hilltop. 1 because they moved. Okay. Now I'm done.
Alright. Okay. I will activate 3 on the left.
Well.
Being these 3 right here. We'll go. I will start down here and do 2 dice at your bows, or 2 javelins.
So you're not even gonna move. You're just gonna
Hit.
take that hit.
This one will throw at Maurya. 2 from the Auxilia. Get a hit. This is what's known as plinking.
You've been doing a very good job of that in this game.
Yes. 2 dice for leader check. Oh, almost got him.
Almost got it.
And I think the more likely target for this one will be your bows as well. So 2 dice. And because there's no streaks, we get not... Oh, we did get exactly the same. Okay.
Hey, it's very weird.
Don't get me started. All right. I think that is all.
Has something happened in another one of your games that you want to ruminate about?
Oh no, this is just a long-standing, friendly gentleman's discussion about the nature of the die roller for Vassal in all of its forms.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do this.
That's a good card.
I only have 2 heavy units left. That was going to be my follow up to the chair.
Oh, of
actually,
course, of course.
They kind of fell apart because they are glass cannons. So activating those. We'll go there. Elephants will go there. And he will attack your Auxilia with 5 dice. And a leader bonus.
Certainly
against your Auxilia.
Certainly not out of this one tonight. You're keeping right up with it.
Gonna roll my 5 dice now.
Go for it.
Alright.
Ooh, boy. 3. Wiped him out, yeah.
Oh, yeah, just wipe him out. I thought it was going to be 2 hits.
And just like that, right back in it.
Right back in it. So the heavy infantry can advance with a leader at the helm. They'll get to attack again, so they will battle uphill against your light bow with a maximum of 2 dice.
That is correct.
Here we go. 2 dice uphill.
A hit.
2 hits.
A hit.
Oh, right. I have to roll your symbol, not mine.
That is correct. All right. 2 dice in return.
We've been playing this game for a week or 2, right? I think I know that by now.
A bit. We just get so excitable. That's the problem. 2 dice coming down the hill. Oh, if only I had some leadership to guide my sword.
Oof. Or if you were making a leadership check. Okay. So I think I'm done.
All right. We will do 4 units in the center.
Coincidentally, you have 4 units to activate in the center.
This is correct. Alright, the light bow. Take a pot shot at Maurya with 1 die. And get nothing for his trouble. That is all.
2 on the right. Being those 2. Attack you before you attack me. But first, I'll volley at your light infantry on the hill. Hilltop to hilltop. 2 dice. Wrong roll. Wrong roll. Because now, I'm going to roll 5 green.
Boy, I hope so.
Alright, so I'm going to roll 5 dice.
Alright. Leader bonus.
With leader bonus. Get ready to roll my dice.
Go for it. Oh, man. Punishing. Killed him. Killed him dead right there. Let's see. What about Seleucus? He lives.
He lived to bring his elephants back west.
and he can only evade one. But I can evade farther and take him off the battlefield, and I think I shall. To
Okay.
prevent you from killing him outright.
All right. Preserving some history there. All right. Maurya will advance. Go after the light bow with 5 dice with leader bonus.
Okay, they will evade.
And as well, they should.
Yes.
They fall back 1. Okay. Okay.
Well. Until Clash of Shields. Because I got 2 units that qualify.
2.
Yeah, I got the light cavalry.
Oh, yeah.
Right here.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So, we will start with starting over here, light cav against your auxilia bow.
Ah, they're fine.
Okay. So 4 dice. And
Oh, they're not.
1 hit.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
they live.
3 dice back.
You're not even gonna need the first strike, man. Okay, go ahead. Ah. I've always hated you.
Oh,
I'm so glad that it's going to be months before people see this one.
no, you should air these in order. Air to air. No, no.
Son of a bitch.
That is Vassal sassing you for giving a crap about its random dice roll.
That's correct, it is. And with 5 unanswered banners. Yes, that is correct. Unbelievable. Well done, sir. I'm agape. I have no idea what to say. It's a good thing. Oh, look, it's not recording. That's a shame. All right, What do we think about this one? Please share your thoughts.
Well, I think it's interesting, given the nature of this. You know what we read earlier about this game. This one certainly feels like it's probably a very balanced scenario because it's just a war simulation. You know, I think they just drew up even sides without any consideration to history. I felt like you were going to win this game. Honestly, you know, I mean, you were pointing away at me from the forest. I was like, oh my god, I can't get into that forest, and you're just going to whittle me down. And then you had those hills, and I couldn't get over there, and you were going to whittle me away from there. And I was just waiting for those 3 heavy units to come marching down the center.
Yeah,
so I really felt like I was kind of on the ropes. Not because of my troops, but because I just had a bad hand of cards.
Right. Well, I mean, clearly you saw my plan was I built up the counteroffensive, and I was expecting Maurya. I was baiting you into coming to me, which you did, and I had the I figured, well, surely my heavies will last for at least 1 round, 1 turn, and that was not to be. So once Seleucus left the battlefield, I had no way to get 7 dice with leader bonus on Maurya, which was really unfortunate. That would have been the turning point. I mean, that was the turning point. Once you drove him from the field. Oh man! And then the first strike card, even though
I started the game with it, so that's why maybe I'm being a bad poker player. That's why I kept.
Oh, I know. I knew you had it.
Your first strike,
I was like, you're.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah. Well, the way you were laying it on so thick, I was like, okay, he's holding it. So
and here I thought I was being clever.
Poker night next week, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I desperately need 7 minutes to walk this off, and scream into a pillow or something. So we will set this right up, and let's see how I can do against Seleucus with my Indians. Good game. It still hurts, man. Still hurts. That was unbelievable. Not only the comeback, but just the coup de gracie there, right at the end.
Yeah, it's ugh, I don't know what to tell you.
It's yes, it's left me without speech, less than speech, speechless. The small mitigating consolation prize is that I get 5 cards, and I get to go first. I will do. I will do a line command.
Line command, as I pointed out.
Yes. Sadly, only really good for that. And since they are Auxilia officially, and they moved 2 hexes, they cannot battle. Not that they have a target, but that is all.
Well, the line command card is a powerful play. I think I'll have to play one too. Those units. Light bowman will draw a bead on one of your auxilia and do nothing.
We will do 2 units on the left. And we will bring these 2 to there. And they will each get a shot. This one will shoot it that auxilia way back there with 1 die. Getting nothing. And I think the other one will try the same target. 1 die. Nothing. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Double time.
No. I'm going to play this. Activate 4 units in the center. I'm going to target that auxilia at the end with the bowman with 2 dice. That's why I got a flat.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. 2 in the center.
Okay. Ooh. Ouch.
Alright, so we will start with the elephants first on Seleucus. Yep. Go for it.
5 dice against your elephant. Hopefully your bonus.
Okay. Alright, so now Chanyaka against Seleucus, 4 dice plus leader bonus. And 2 hits.
And a retreat, which I'll ignore. So I will hit you back with 5 dice. Your bonus.
Okay. Hit. And give me a leader check. Oh, and I forgot to do a leader check on Seleucus.
You did.
So here's 2.
Otherwise, I might have had to fall back.
Yes. Yeah, he's fine. So Chanyaka falls back. And that is all. So right up the center is basically the play here. Yeah. Okay.
Right, targeting your light cavalry. And we're for them to evade 2, right?
Correct.
So, 5 dice with leader bonus.
Wiping them out. Oh, well, let's see. They can ignore one of them, but the other one they'd have to take, so yeah. Wipe them out. Okay.
I guess I have to advance.
Yeah, you got to advance.
Oh. Yeah. I'll do it. I'll go for the jugular. 5 dice with leader bonus.
Mm.
So you've got a leader and you're supported on 2, so you can ignore both flags.
Yep. Okay. Give me a leader check. Okay. And 5 dice coming back. Leader bonus.
Mm.
Here's the leader check. He's okay.
I'll do that. Over here. Going against your light cavalry.
Okay. They'll evade.
5 dice with leader bonus. That doesn't matter because you're evading, so 1 hit.
Okay.
Attacking your auxilia. 5 dice. Ooh. 2 hits and a retreat that you could ignore.
Okay. 3 dice back. 2 hits and a retreat.
Done.
Do a counterattack on that.
Activating 3 center units of your own.
Do this here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Okay.
Get some leader bonuses here. Try to take the head off the snake first. So 3 dice. Just need to get a leader hit for it. Okay, 3 dice. Of course not. Okay, so he may evade away.
So you have to evade his full.
He can go 1 to 3.
Okay.
Okay. These guys will go next against your heavies. 3 dice plus leader bonus. 2 hits.
Dice coming back without leader bonus. 1 hit.
Okay.
Good call getting Seleucus out of there.
Yeah. I am learning some of the basics of this system here. When it doesn't confound me with dice. 4 dice now. Leader bonus.
Ooh. So a hit. And
So you can actually have him go and join Seleucus, and he would pick him up, and he could just stop there because he would enter his hex. There you go. And then I can do an advance, just advance, and we'll go after that. Oops, target, not that. Alright, so 4 dice, leader bonus, and 2 hits.
you did a better job with the chariots than I did.
They will stop there. Okay.
Well, the hits keep on coming.
Literally.
So I'll order those 3. Auxilia will attack Auxilia with 3 dice. Getting a hit.
3 dice back. Just a retreat.
Over here. Go after your chariot first.
Okay, they will evade. Ah! So I got the 1 hit. And it was actually an evasion. And he evades 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, everything evades 2.
Right. Okay, cool. Then that works.
All right. Okay.
This is a this is a much tenser game than I had expected it would be. Let's do this. We'll do 3 in the center.
Really?
Yeah.
You have a center card.
stunning. So
It is, actually.
2 and 1 to there. All right. So we'll start with the medium cav against your heavy, and they will get 3 dice plus leader bonus. And get the 1 hit that they need. Okay, here's a single die for Seleucus. He lives. You may want to go all 3, since I can advance and take an extra hex and battle again. Yeah, there you go. So they will do that. They'll go there, and attack these light bow.
Will evade.
Okay, there's 3 dice with green circles only. Sadly, not 3 green circles, because the dice roller. Okay. I think that is all.
Okay.
Back to you.
Yeah. Yes, back to me. 2 in the center. Beam goes 2. How far do leaders move on their own?
They can
3?
go up to 3, yeah. A symbolic gesture.
Fire an arrow at your cavalry.
Oh, look at that. All right. Okay. Now is the time to rally. We will get 5 dice. I need unit symbol or a leader symbol. Here we go.
2 red.
2 red, a green,
And a green.
and a blue.
Yeah, so it's
So the greens are not adjacent to any leaders, so they don't get the benefit.
Yep, but you can certainly bring back your chariot or your heavies.
Right.
Or bring back a chariot if you wanted to, and then one of your heavies, or
Yeah.
2 of your heavy units.
Let's do 1 and 1. So rally there, and rally.
One of your medium cavalry.
Yes. Okay, and they're all activated now.
All activated.
So
The chariot can move 2. Cavalry can move 3.
ordered. Go there, and there, and there. Okay. So heavy chariot will go after your auxilia with 4 dice plus leader bonus. Scoring 3 hits.
3 dice back.
Okay. The medium cavalry up here will go after that light bow.
Stand.
Okay. 3 dice. 1 hit.
2 dice back. Retreat.
And that is all.
Activate 2 units in the center. Those 2. That one down. 2 arrows at your heavy chariot. Nothing. 1 arrow at your heavy infantry. Nothing. And I'm done.
Alright, we will do a coordinated attack. Those 3. There. And the bowman will just fire. And Chanyanka will. So we'll start with him. See if you can't finish the Auxilia. 4 dice leader bonus. Gets it. The light bows on the right. We'll shoot into your Auxilia on the hill. 2 dice. Medium cavalry up here. He will go after the one he started on.
Okay.
Would you like to evade?
Nope.
Okay, 3 dice. 1 hit.
Miss.
Okay. Keeping the bowmen busy so they cannot fly their arrows. Alright, back to you.
A leader and 3 adjacent hexes. To those 3.
It seems like the only opportune time to do that. So, do Clash of Shields here.
Clash of Shields.
Alright. Medium cav against your light bow. Of course, you still have an option now. I'll be throwing 5 dice. Okay.
Odds are too great.
5 dice, green circles only. And I get 1 of them. Okay. That is all.
Alright, Seleucus on his elephant will be attacking your medium cavalry.
Okay, we'll evade.
Okay.
Alright.
So, 3 dice.
Leadership any section.
Leader's hex and 3 adjacent linked hexes.
Yes. They will move out of there. And he will risk it for the biscuit. Yeah. Okay. So we'll take a shot here at your light. It's 1 die. Missing.
Okay.
These guys did not move. We'll get 2 dice. Hopefully blue triangles. No. I think we're 1 step behind. Alright. So we'll engage the elephants with Chinaka. It will be 4 dice plus leader bonus. Swords do not count.
And versus cavalry and chariots, I get to ignore 1 red and 1 black.
Okay. So, take 1 hit, it looks like.
Okay. So 4 dice coming back. Nothing.
Just a leader hit. Oh, that's right. You do not get leader support with the elephants. That's correct. Okay. And then the medium.
And presuming that's even with the leader on top of it.
That is correct, yeah. Medium, then we'll see if they can't finish them off. 3 dice plus leader bonus. And they do. Well, they ignore 1, so it gets the second one, yeah. And here's a check for Seleucus.
Actually, you should make 2 checks.
Oh, yeah, because I hit him on the first one, too. So the first one was 2 dice. Yeah, he's fine. Okay, well, I guess they better pursue and see if they can't finish this battle. 3 dice plus leader bonus. You cannot evade because you're up against it. Yeah. So, all right, here we go. And that will do it.
one last leader check, just for spite.
Okay. He is okay. Wow. What a that second game was a lot quieter just because I was like, the honor is on the line for me, so I need to.
And a handful of activate center unit cards.
Wow.
Uh, that's all
So
I just center units. Just center, 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 center.
wow. Yeah, that one was 12-6 in favor of the Indians.
Indians, yeah.
Man, who
I still feel that it's balanced.
it
Uh,
is?
I just think it's just some wonky card hands and some vagaries of dice rolling.
I totally agree, and it's just the heat of battle causes many destinies to change. I like this one a lot. This one made me think more creatively about card play than I have in a while. And I don't know if it's because there's terrain out there. I don't think that was it so much, but it was certainly in my mind, especially when I'm using light units. I try to get them protected on the hills and in the woods. Uh, but having you come for this game, having you just come right up the center, and then you played that first center card, I was like, wow, he's got a handful of center, and he's telling me that's got to be he's forced his strategy to be up the gut.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I should have said it, but it was just I'm just like
So you literally drew 5 center cards at the opening?
four.
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 Okay. My whole hand to start was 4 leadership or 4 trap cards and 1 section card. It was the Clash of Shields, no good at the beginning. It was Rally, no good at the beginning. Uh, whatever else I used in there, item Spartacus maybe at some point. I don't remember which one it was, but they were all useless right from the counterattack. So I had to wait
Right.
for you to do something. So yeah, this one was a very odd second game, but
Well, next week we'll get back on track.
will we though? Will we? Why don't we?
Well,
Let's look and see what the.
insofar as the order and what's represented in the book, but we'll be skipping ahead a couple of years, and we'll go to those Theoric Wars that you alluded to last week.
Oh
That
yes,
should have
yes.
been my big hint, but no, just looking at commandandcolors.net, I'm just going order to order, and like I said, because it played into that battle, it really felt like it should be the next one, and I could see someone probably deliberately put it there
Yeah,
just for that reason, as opposed to tacking it on to the end after you go through another 40 years worth of different battles, and
right,
so you move
right.
back to this, and you're like, what? What a
Yeah.
head scratch.
No, that totally makes sense. But yes, next week we will start the friction between the the Magna Graecia, the Epirotes from Greece, deciding to get a little adventurous on the Italian peninsula. So they will literally snap at the heels of the Italian boot, and that will be young Pyrrhus, who we saw last week, taking charge and going right for the Romans. So this will be 280 BC, I think, and it will follow immediately on the success of the wars of the Diadochi, and we will have some Greek and Roman action there for the next few weeks, I think, and should be fun. Should go get back to that strong Roman war ethic that they have. Have fun. Please take a moment to like and subscribe. Click the little like button, ring the bell, whatever. And we love getting feedback. And we have 2 or 3 commenters in there that love to give us strategy tips and pointers about things that we overlooked. So feel free to join in with them. And if you have questions or comments, please submit them in the feedback section. And more subscriptions are better for your feed. Everybody wants to see stuff automatically appear when you fire up YouTube. So come join us along for the ride. We got maybe, let's see, as we see here, we got 7 or 8 more scenarios before we wrap up the Greek and Eastern kingdoms, and then we will move on to the deep forests of uh, Rome's northern boundary, Gaul, which should be a lot of fun. But thanks for the games tonight, Peter.
Thank you.
And man, 5 green circles. That's amazing.
Yeah, sometimes the dice roll your way.
They do.
They don't.
As Frank Sinatra said, that's life. I will see you here next week on the battlefield.
All right.
Have a good one. Good night.